For many people, addiction can be difficult to overcome. Addiction can lead to many harmful effects in our lives. Here are some general tips that may help you quit any addiction. Number 1. Acknowledge and accept that you have an addiction. Step 1 in quitting an addiction is to acknowledge and accept that you have an addiction. This step is important because it is difficult to overcome an addiction if you do not recognize that you have one. This step may involve self-reflection and being honest with yourself about your substance use or behavior. This may be difficult, but it is a crucial step in the recovery process. Recognizing and accepting that you have an addiction is the first step towards seeking help and making a plan to overcome it. Number 2. Make a plan to quit. This step involves setting a quit date and identifying potential triggers and ways to avoid them. Setting a quit date gives you a specific goal to work towards, and it helps to make the process of quitting more concrete. Identifying potential triggers and ways to avoid them can be helpful in preventing relapse. Triggers can be anything from certain situations, people, emotions, or even times of the day that may cause an urge to use the substance or engage in addictive behavior. Identifying these triggers and developing strategies to avoid them can be an important part of the recovery process. When making a plan, it is also important to be realistic and consider the potential challenges that may arise. You may also want to consider seeking professional help, such as counseling or rehab, as part of your plan. This step might also involve seeking support from friends and family or joining a support group. Number 3. Reward yourself for small milestones. Setting small, achievable goals and rewarding yourself for reaching them can be a great way to stay motivated during the recovery process. It can also help to create a sense of accomplishment and boost self-esteem. Remember, small steps can lead to great things. Number 4. Seek professional help. Seeking professional help, such as counseling or rehab. Professional help can be an important step in overcoming an addiction. Counseling can help an individual understand the underlying causes of their addiction and provide them with the tools they need to overcome it. Rehabilitation, or rehab, is a form of treatment that is designed to help individuals overcome addiction. Rehab programs typically include a combination of therapy, counseling, and support groups. They may also include medical treatment, if necessary. Rehab programs can be inpatient or outpatient, depending on the severity of the addiction and the individual's needs. Number 5. Prepared for setbacks and not giving up. Relapse is a common part of the recovery process, and it doesn't mean that you have failed. It is important to understand that addiction is a chronic illness and it may take multiple attempts to quit before being successful. When a relapse occurs, it can be discouraging, but it is important to remember that it is not a failure, but an opportunity to learn from the experience and make adjustments to your plan. It is important to analyze the triggers that led to the relapse and take steps to avoid those triggers in the future. It is also important to seek support from friends and family or a professional when experiencing a relapse. They can provide emotional support, help you develop new coping strategies, and help you get back on track. It is important to remember that quitting an addiction is a journey, and it takes time, patience, and persistence. It is important to stay positive and stay committed to overcoming the addiction. Number 6. Stay positive. Staying positive is also important during the recovery process. Recovery can be challenging, and there will be setbacks, but it's important to focus on the progress you've made and to remind yourself of why you started the journey in the first place. It's also important to remember that quitting an addiction is a journey, and it takes time. Stay patient and keep trying, and most importantly, don't give up. Number 7. Find healthy alternatives. Finding healthy alternatives to your addiction can be helpful in keeping the mind occupied and helping to relax. This can include activities such as exercise, hobbies, or volunteering. Exercise can be a great way to reduce stress, boost self-esteem, and improve overall health. Engaging in hobbies can help take your mind off the addiction and provide a sense of accomplishment. Volunteering can also be a great way to stay busy and give back to the community. I hope this video gives insight into how to quit your addiction and what steps you need to follow. If you want more videos like this, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what addictions you're trying to quit.